What's up, what's up, what's up? Roblox Woah here. How you doing, my friends? Today's a pretty controversial topic and it's pretty sensitive, but we'll talk about ItsFunneh and the times she did an oopsie. Now, before we head straight into the topic, remember that whatever ItsFunneh did, she's just a human being. She's prone to mistakes, and that's why it's always necessary that we shouldn't just judge her for the mistakes she makes on and off the camera. But before we get into the video, I'd like to ask you something. What's the name of the group that ItsFunneh is a part of? The person to get the correct answer will have their comment liked and pinned. The answer to this question is hidden somewhere in the video, although you really should already know. Without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Number 1. ItsFunneh has said inappropriate words in some of her live streams. When you're a live streamer, there are times that unfiltered thoughts and words are coming out of your mouth. Just take a look at the last time Felix, aka PewDiePie, and the PUBG bridge incident. This one of those times that a streamer, even something as big as PewDiePie, will say something really offensive even though he doesn't mean it in the first place. There are many slip-ups when you're a streamer. Just like take a look at several series Twitch live stream compilations here on YouTube and you'll see tons of streamers eventually screwing up. However, in ItsFunneh's case, it's a bit more of an accident that's repeated quite often. I mean, come on, when you're an adult and you've dealt with this world, sometimes you just can't help but curse. Although we don't necessarily encourage cursing or saying slurs and other offensive words, it just so happens that you can't express yourself in a bit more of an intense manner, so you resort to an easier way to vent, like saying inappropriate words. This is despite her claiming to be a family-friendly channel. She might serve as a bad influence to the young audience she has in her channel. She did, however, apologize to her viewers, but we might not know when this could happen again. Number 2. ItsFunneh was also rumored to be rude to her fans and that her friendly persona is just a facade. If you're someone as big as ItsFunneh, you're prone to cherry picking on the internet. Of course, if you're a big guy or gal on the internet and is famous for something, people automatically assume that you're not going to have something bad about you. It's only normal for people to have a limited patience gauge. At times, you just can't help but be annoyed at your fans, especially if they keep bombarding you with the same thing over and over again. It's hard to manage a large fandom and keep a smile in you. Sometimes it's exhausting. So, in ItsFunneh's case, it might be understandable. There's also an incident that disproves the claim by one of her fans, a young boy who took a video of her while in VidCon. ItsFunneh was very kind to the boy who just went and approached them without permission, even taking a photo with the kids along with the crew. But who knows, this might actually be a publicity stunt to improve her image. Number 3. ItsFunneh's real name has been mistaken most of the time as Catherine, but this has been disproven in her Q&As and live streams. Her real name is Cat La, which is even shorter than Catherine if you merge her last and first name. So yeah, remember to get her name right. Sometimes it's annoying to have people mistake your name and its pronunciation. Number 4. In 2008, her parents bought a restaurant downtown, hoping that it would make more income for the family. The windows would always get broken and that kind of stuff, and she would work here on the weekends and sometimes on the weekdays. The restaurant wasn't very successful though, so they couldn't hire anyone and work for their parents. She would sometimes watch YouTube and made her work less miserable. The restaurant made her depressed. It's quite relatable, especially if you're living in a minimum wage family income. I'm pretty sure not everyone is just as rich as a regular guy living in New York. There are times that I can relate to ItsFunneh's struggles, but to be honest with you guys, it's really hard living below the poverty line. If you guys are eating 3 times a day, remember to appreciate the hard work that your parents are doing for you. Don't be entitled, and remember that not everything that's on the table just magically appears there whenever you need it. At night, there would be arguments, fights, tears, and anger. When you're in a family that's barely struggling, these events are also apparent and might almost always happen. Their biggest problem is debt. They were in a lot of debt. One of the reasons why a lot of people go homeless, especially in America, aside from the loss of jobs, is getting drowned in debt. Some mortgage loans and student loans are some of the reasons why people are working multiple jobs, even if they can qualify for better paying professional jobs. And since this was in 2008, there was also the economic recession happening, and because the restaurant and business was slow, after 3 years, they sold the restaurant. Kat feels like the chains finally broke off. Number 5. She used to upload very cringy Minecraft prank videos like the one titled 5 Ways to Troll Your Friends in Minecraft. The pranks are very heavily scripted, as you can see in the video, and not only that, but the pranks are very impractical too. One could say that content like this is very unoriginal and unfunny. How ironic of her name, don't you think? She should be called It's Not Funny. Sorry for that. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe and comment on the correct answer for this week's question. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.